one more time. They hear something, see something, walk up on something, and you think you know the whole story.
Impractical and impossible.
I will make it.
Hold on to hope.
Can't take it. I'm an overcomer. Somebody ought to give God a praise. I know it hurts, but he
Where you are now is not where you will be when God is there. Wanted Ruth, but he wanted to do it the right way. Brothers, let me talk to my brothers here. I keep referring to them because I see these brothers. Man, they're in the age where this is where you make decisions at, right here in this age. Because when you get down here where these brothers at, it get a little more complicated. You can, you got to watch it. I'm just trying to be real. By the time you get here, brothers, you done did some stuff you can't undo. And so I say, y'all don't mind, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all feel me. Boaz wanted Ruth. He wanted her, but he wanted to do it the right way. Brothers, do it the right way. Acquire the woman the right way. I tell you, it just come out so much better. Am I right, Minister Bruce? The right way. Bruce got him. He got Sister Justice the right way. Come on. She waving her hand. Don't start singing. Come on. Boaz, he knew that Ruth was a virtuous woman. That's what the Bible calls her. And he wanted to honor her. Men, honor the woman. Let me make it plain. It really is. It makes no sense. It makes no sense to take vows on the wedding day to love, honor, and cherish her if you're not loving and honoring and cherishing her already. Honor her means don't sleep with her. I gotta just tell it. Honor it means, listen. Honor her means don't put your hands all over her body when her body don't belong to you. I am surprised these days. I mean, these young cats will put their arm all the way around the girl. You'd see their arm be on her stomach. How you wrap your arm all around? Man, she ain't your wife yet. I don't hold First Lady all the way around like that. Oh, in public, at least, So I'm just saying, honor her. Treat her like a lady. That's what that song used to say. Honor her. Boaz knew she had he said, listen, you're a virtuous woman. You're an honorable woman. He said, the town knows that you're honorable. He said, listen, you could have went after the young men, poor or rich. Y'all, listen, I'm trying to tell you, Ruth had it going on. He says, and so I want to honor you. Brothers, honor her. Honor her while you date her. You'll honor her after you marry her. My last point is the persistence. The persistence. Ruth chapter 3, verses 15 through 18. Look at verse 16. I like this. I like how Naomi says this to her. Naomi says to Ruth, she says, and when she came to her daughter, her mother-in-law, she said, who art thou, my daughter? And she told her all that the man had done to her. Boaz says, who's at my feet? Finds out it's Ruth. He already wanted her. He wanted her when he probably first saw her in that field. I'm getting some amen from the brothers. They know. Listen, sister, listen. He most of the time we on sight. That's how we react on sight. Y'all ain't acting like y'all ain't feeling me today. We are visual. Boaz sent Ruth from the threshing floor home. But before he sent her home, watch this. He sent her home with 6 measures of barley. Verse 15. Here, catch this, catch this. He provided for her as he pursued her. Come on, I got some amens from my young brothers. Listen, sisters, listen, brothers, listen, sisters, listen. I'm glad he gave you flowers. He gave you candy. He gave you a card maybe. But if you got some bills and he know and he ain't doing nothing about it. Brothers, listen, come on, y'all feel, brothers, listen, you know, I'm giving y'all some good stuff today. If you really want that woman and you find out her PG&E is doing, she don't have enough, pay the bill, bro. You say that's your woman, that's yours, you want to be with her, pay the bill. Pay the car payment, just at least one, just pay one, I got you. Put some gas in her car. Go shopping with a buy. You pay when you get to the cash register, pull your credit card out. Or your bank card if you can't get a credit card, you know. That's how it's supposed to work. I mean, how you going to provide and take care of her, man, if you ain't doing it now? Sisters, if he ain't paying the bills now, guess what he going to do when you get married? You got your bills, I got my bills.
Keep preaching now. Keep preaching.
I'm trying to help y'all avoid complicated relationship. If I'm blessing you, come on, can y'all just give God a hand of praise? I'm giving y'all all my secrets of how I got First Lady. Naomi gave, after she comes home, she has this, you know, this barley. She's like, okay, all right. So Naomi says, she gave Ruth some instructions. And here, sisters, this is important. She gave us some instructions on how to wait on the Lord. All right. See, first Naomi says, listen, go let him know that you're interested. And then after that, she said, now I want you to just sit still. That's what she told her. Because, you know, sisters, come on, I got a couple of daughters. You know, when once that connection's made, and he called me, he texted me. It's quiet. I'm sorry. I hurt y'all feelings.
Keep preaching now. Keep preaching.
I'm just, that's, you know, he going to call me. Come on. Listen, we used to have beepers. When I was there, you know, and we try to send them little numbers to make them read word, turn them upside down. And, man, one of the worst things to do is have a pager, man, and that thing ain't going off. You know you got, is this the right number? Listen, let me tell you something, sisters. When a man wants to connect with you, he will make a phone call at the payphone booth. Y'all know how we used to do it. You get that pager, you got the number, you go call that. I mean, you would just call. You're going to get in touch with her. I'm going to tell you something in a minute. She says, sit still, my daughter, until thou know how the matter will fall. In other words, she said, you'd already done let him know you're interested. Y'all had a conversation. He's aware of what you said to him. She told her in so many words, don't run after the man. I'm sharing with y'all from my heart, sisters. I tell this to my daughters, don't chase no man. Don't chase no man. The man Jesus came and chased us. Oh, y'all ain't heard me. Jesus came after you because, see, when somebody loves you, they'll come after you. Naomi gave Ruth some insight into a man who wants a woman. Percy Sledge said it like this: when a man loves a woman, he can't keep his mind on nothing else. listen what she said to him in verse 18. Listen to verse 18. Naomi said to Ruth, she says, the man will not be in rest until he have finished the thing this day. It's interesting. I told you earlier at the beginning of this that she said, I'm going to find you rest. I'm going to find you a home. I want to help you find a home with a husband. But this word rest is actually a different word. This word rest right here, or says he will not rest, rather, it means, it's a different word. It speaks of movement. There you go. She said, baby, listen, that man wants you. And if he really wants you, he ain't going to stop moving until he gets you. He ain't going to stop. He ain't going to stop. He ain't going to stop. And I this is not even my notes, but I love the Lord because when the Lord come after you, he ain't stopping until he gets you. Somebody says testimony time. It's testimony time again. I got to give you another testimony. First lady still here. I don't see She here, okay. I'm gonna really tell it now. She probably up top doing something. I met First Lady Alfred, and we exchanged numbers. I walked her to the car, and she said, I know we talked on the phone and all that, and she was gonna be at a club with her girlfriends the next weekend, perhaps a Saturday, whatever it was, Friday, and I said, okay, I'm gonna meet you there at the club. I could dance too back then. And so I get a couple of my buddies because she had some of her girlfriends that was with her. So I got some of my buddies. I'm driving my car, so hey man, we're going out. So we let's go. We're going to this club and watch the movement. I get to the club and she's not at that club. But I got to keep moving, mama. I got to keep moving. I said, well, we're going to try another club. Got to that club. And I mean, these clubs, we're driving like at least 30 minutes. We're in the LA area, so I'm driving at least 30 minutes to an hour to get to the club, Get to the next club, wait, look around, paying my money to get in, wait in line, all that stuff. Y'all know, come on, y'all know if y'all did that, right? Get in there, get your stamp. All that stuff they highlighted in the dark, but you see it under the black light, I guess. Get in the club. In the second club, she ain't at the club. Now, what happened now, my boys with me, they get in the club, they see some girls that are letting them know that they're interested. So they're like, oh, man, where you going? We ain't leaving. I said, man, I got to keep moving. I said, listen, here's the deal. It's my car. I'm driving. You can stay, but I'm going to keep moving. I ain't stopping till I find her. And I get to the third club, that number 3 boy, somebody at number 3, she was at that club. Now, of course, another long story, can't get into it, but when I got there, my nemesis, he'd already bought her a drink. I said, boy, listen, sir. Y'all, I wasn't in the word. It was about to be a thing up in there, because I came to the third. Listen, I hope you really want her, because I'm ready to fight for her. I don't know about you. All right, that's a long story. I got to keep going, y'all. Y'all got me all off track. But I wasn't resting. Sisters, listen to me. I was not going to rest until I got to her. Don't run after the man. If he wants you, baby, he gonna listen. If he lost your number, he gonna be calling everybody he know who he think know you. If he ain't called you back, I don't know what his reason is, but don't run after him. Boaz didn't rest until he had Ruth's hand in marriage. He followed through on his commitment. I'm closing. Be careful who you decide to date, because it often leads to children. Your date can become your baby daddy or your baby mama. And then we get what we call baby mama, daddy drama. Complicated. To avoid getting caught up in a complicated relationship, consider character. Boaz was a man of character. He was financially responsible. He was strong in leadership. He was protective. He was focused in character. He was generous. He was compassionate. He was decisive. He was trustworthy. And he was industrious. He had character. Consider the character of the woman. Ruth was diligent, submissive, wise, unselfish, virtuous, grateful, courageous, trusting, and hardworking. She had character. Both Ruth and Boaz had great character qualities, but most of all, they were committed. Ruth was committed to caring for Naomi. Boaz was committed to caring for Ruth. Both of them were committed to trusting and obeying God. And if you can't remember all of those character qualities that I just mentioned, don't forget to check for a commitment to God. If someone is not totally committed to God, they will not be committed to you. Do I have a witness in here today? If I have a witness, somebody say commitment. Commit. Come on, give God a hand of praise. I'm closing. And as we consider Calvary.